Kind of quiet around here for a change, isn't it?
Dixie's gone.
What?
Yeah, Tad swooped in like a Visigoth and carried her out over his shoulder.
Good. Good. I'm glad.
I'm glad you're glad. I'm glad. I'm so glad.
How's Junior?
Brooke has him. Dixie's decided that I can't be trusted with our son, which is nothing new, of course. So, but now she has a whole new excuse.
What excuse?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the facts of Dixie's life.
I already know that Dixie is ill. I saw the videotape. I know everything.
She was looking everywhere for that videotape. How the hell did you find it?
It doesn't really matter now. I saw it, and Tad saw it.
Well, I suppose you're here to tell me what a selfish, unfeeling ogre I am?
Actually, no, that's not what I came by. But I'd be happy to oblige. What do you have to do with Dixie being sick? You didn't create her heart condition all those years ago. You couldn't do it now.
I saw the videotape, too. I told Junior that his mother might die.
And that's why he ran away.
Yeah.
What possessed you to do that?
Because he came to me, he was very concerned about his mother. I thought maybe he deserved to hear the truth. Pa! But all I succeeded in doing was frightening a small boy clear out of his wits. Dixie went ballistic. Decided that I had committed a capital crime and she was going to take Junior right back to Pigeon Hollow.
I can't say I blame her.
Dixie thinks I'm using her illness to get closer to the boy. She thinks that all my attempts to help her medically, I have the best people from Johns Hopkins ready, waiting for my phone call. And yet in her mind, it's all an attempt to gain leverage. How could she? Of course I want her to get better. And I told the boy the truth because I wanted to prevent him suffering what I suffered. My mother died when I was very young. And I didn't see it coming. I had no idea she was sick. I never got a chance to say goodbye.
I know about your mother dying when you were a child, Adam. Stuart told me. In one of his many attempts to humanize you to me.
He had no right to tell you that. That was one of the most private, painful moments of my life.
Well, maybe that's how Dixie feels. When you did what you did to Junior.
I try to help people. I really do. But I just don't know how. I don't understand what makes ordinary people do what they do.
Adam, don't beat yourself up so much. Dixie's been self-righteous in her time.
Yeah, well, this time she wasn't entirely wrong. There was a bit of self-interest in what I did. Even when I was comforting Junior, I was thinking, well, her illness might drive him closer to me. And in trying to get her medical help, of course, I would do anything. I would pay anything to get her well, and not just for her sake, for Junior's sake. But all the while, I was thinking, maybe I can use this as leverage over her somehow. I try to keep myself on a very high level. I try to help people, but there is always a core, just a tiny core of selfishness in there. And that's why it always blows up in my face. Like trying to help Haley and Mateo. There's an unmitigated disaster for you.
Oh, come on. What did you do?
You told me not to do it. I promised I wasn't going to do it. Now Dixie's using it to blackmail.
Adam, what What did you do?
I paid off a judge. No, what I did is I called in a few favors. But I am the reason that Haley and Mateo have sole custody of his little boy.
Oh, no. I don't want to hear this.
Liza, I need you to hear this. I'm bound to you by a vow of honesty. Remember? Owen Charles is one of the judges that I...
Own?
That I support financially an election... Yes, I own. Or at least rent on occasion.
You took a boy away from the only consistent parent that he knew because you're what? Rich? Powerful?
Because I want my daughter to be happy.
Adam, you do understand the mess that you've made over there, don't you?
Yes, that's what usually happens. I tried to keep myself... That's why I came to you that night, remember? I just couldn't stay out of it.
Is that the reason why you're telling me all this? Because somebody's going to tell me if you don't?
No. I'm telling you because I am embroiled in so many schemes, all with the greatest of intentions, of course. I can't keep track of them. I can see why somebody would have trouble believing in me and trusting in me. I'm having trouble myself. I need desperately for you to trust me. That's why I have to tell you about every ill-advised scheme I've ever had.
I appreciate that. I mean, I'm happy that you're being honest with me. I mean, is there something else that you need to tell me? Oh, God. There is, isn't there? What other awful things do you have to tell me that you've done?
All right. Here it is. Everything I've said tonight is the truth. Everything is exactly how I feel. I've been milling it all over. Ever since Dixie told me that I wasn't fit or couldn't be trusted with my own son. And yet, when you walked in the room, I used those real feelings and that need to confess to elicit sympathy from you. So it's true. It's true. I can't be trusted. Everything I do has some sort of self-interest attached to it. Everything. Boy, I can't get more honest than that. Huh?
So this is you being honest now. You're not doing this for effect.
I don't know. I use everyone. I use myself. It's a disease. I'm hopeless.
Adam, darling, do you honestly think that this is a surprise to me? I mean, you may do the most despicable things, but you always put on a good show.
You know me better than any other human being on the face of the earth. You know when I'm going to do something wrong before I know. I can't use any of my bag of tricks with you.
I think you need a nun with a really long ruler.
No, I need you. I need you to be my heart and my conscience. I need you to give me a new start. Let me start a new life with you and with your baby. And I promise I will try not to interfere with your child the way I have with my children.
This child wouldn't be your flesh and blood.
Oh, I love this child as if it were my own. If you would dare let me.
She.
What?
It's not an it. It's a she.
Yeah, of course, she. Yes. Liza, will you try try to trust a very imperfect person who can only promise to try to be better?
I wish I had known you were going to be so honest with me. Had some sort of warning, I would have had more protein for breakfast so I didn't feel so overwhelmed.
Do you believe me?
Yes, I believe you. I believe it makes you just sick to interfere in your children's lives. And I believe that you wish you could change. But you're never going to change. You like interfering in your children's lives. And anybody who ever becomes involved with you should know that.
Well, you know me better than anyone. So, you must be right. I try to keep this in mind. When I interfere, when I screw up, it's because I love my children. I mean, if that's a fault, then it's not a dreadful one. You know, don't you agree? When your child comes, maybe you'll see me differently. Maybe you'll understand me a little better once your little girl is here. And I want you to think about that when you think about my proposal. So I've laid my soul bare to you, Liza. I've confessed my basest thought, my lowliest act, in the hope that you can accept me as I am and marry me. And if you can't accept me damaged as I am, then marry me anyway and help me to change. Liza, say something. Mind reading's beyond me.
Okay. You just said that you're motivated by self-interest. That people don't trust you or believe in you because you don't trust or believe in yourself. That you can't help it, that you interfere in everybody's lives, but that you only do it to family and loved ones.
Oh, I don't think I said that. Well, yes, I guess I did. So yeah, there's a good deal of truth to that.
So, really, don't you think I should just turn you down? Don't you think I should just walk out of here right now?
You haven't walked out on me.
No, but that's still a possibility.
Oh, yes, of course it is. I mean, you always have that option. I certainly have learned that you can't cling to love, you can't cling to a loved one. That they're always free to love you or leave you.
Wow. You know, if the tycoon thing doesn't work out, you can get a job at Acme Greeting Cards.
You still haven't left.
I think that you're daring me to do so. Oh, thank you.
No, absolutely not. I'm daring you to marry me.
Oh, I'm not going to do that either.
Then why are you staying?
Because I think it is fascinating the way your mind works.
Well, that's something anyway.
Oh, Adam, you are selfish and greedy and devious, and you're a fraud. And I knew all those things before. So bearing your soul to me is going to do what? Make me realize that you're not quite so bad?
Oh.
It doesn't work.
I told you why. Because your love can help me change.
Nobody is foolish enough to take that job on. It's a lousy job. It's a dirty job. You don't need a wife, you need a keeper.
So no matter how painfully honest I am with you, you're never going to be able to accept me at face value, to believe I'm on the level, then there's nothing I can do.
Look, Adam, let's look at what you've admitted to. All right? You bribed a judge so that Haley and Mateo could get sole custody of his son. You told Junior that his mother was dying before you even knew all the facts. Now, as serious as those mistakes are, they are a mere blip on your radar screen. Somebody would have to be crazy to get mixed up in that. I mean, I love you, but I'm not crazy enough to want to live my every single day like that.
Say?
I said that I would have to be crazy to have to live my life that way.
Before that. before that.
Yeah, that I love you.
I thought you loved me. I thought I could see it in your eyes, but to hear you say that, to hear you say it out loud that you love me, that means everything to me.
Yeah, I love you. But don't think that I don't regret it. Because for every fascinating, exciting, mysterious thing you do, you're trouble.
Yes, but you love me. Do you realize what that means to me? To be loved by a woman who is beautiful and brilliant and giving as you are?
All right, enough.
No, you're never going to regret loving me, Liza. Till as long as we both may live, everything I have is yours, and you will understand. You will see that everything I've done, everything, is because I love you. After we're married, we're going to be the two happiest human beings on earth.
Oh, wait. Hold it right there, Buster. It's so like you. I give you an inch, you take the entire eastern seaboard. Who said anything about marrying you?
You said you loved me, and I believe you.
Loving Adam Chandler and marrying Adam Chandler are two entirely different things.
Well, you're not going to marry me?
I haven't made my decision. I told you I would let you know. We have a lot of history to get over. And besides your little claim of being completely honest with me, I think you're holding something back.
Why? What makes you think that?
Because you are never 100% squeaky clean.
I've tried to tell you everything.
Really?
Yes.
Well, my mother gave me a call. And she told me that you are holding their wedding over their heads unless Stuart keeps Dixie and Junior in town.
Is that so nefarious? Wanting to keep my Junior, my son, in town with me?
But holding Stuart, my mother's wedding, hostage?
Well, Stuart will do whatever I ask him to. I don't have to threaten Stuart. You know that. I just do it because I'm used to it.
Yeah, it's fun. You belong in your own little tiny circle of hell.
But if Tad and Dixie have really gone off in this seemingly romantic tryst, then it's quite possible Junior won't be going back to Pigeon Hollow after all.
And you have me to thank for it.
I'd be glad to. Why?
I'm the one who found the videotape that Dixie made, and I showed it to Tad.
You upbraid me for telling Junior about his mother's illness, and you practically displaying the thing on WRCW.
No, apples and oranges. One thing has absolutely nothing to do with the other. If Tad swept Dixie away, that's only good news for Tad and Dixie fans.
So if Junior stays in town, I have you to thank for it. Liza, isn't there no end to the wonder and happiness you bring to my life?
You're making this really hard on me.
No, then why fight it? Just say you'll marry me.
I told you I would give you your decision later. But I'll do one better. I'll give you my decision the night of my mother and Stuart's wedding. How's that? Oh, one other thing. Just because I want to keep up with the rules of the game, now I'd like for you to spend double what you were originally going to spend on my mother's wedding. I want this to be the most spectacular event that this town has ever seen.
Liza, believe me, this wedding will be more than spectacular. It will be unforgettable.
You know what day it is? D-Day, as in the day your mother declared a disaster.
Have you seen my earrings?
Your earrings. They're there on the table.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, there's just no time, Liza. I mean, the wedding might just as well be in an hour for all the preparations he's made.
I don't think you have to worry. Give me. She's expecting you.
Is she all right? I got the urgent message.
Well, there you are. Why haven't you returned all my calls, Opal?
I have had a couple of things on my plate, Marion.
You want some coffee?
Don't you give her a thing until she tells me why she deserted me in my hour of need. I mean, you have really hurt my feelings, Opal.
Black, 2 lumps right on your mama's head. You know, you're not the only one with problems around here, Marion.
Well, I am the only one who just lost a wedding today, okay?
Oh, yeah? What happened? Stuart come to his senses?
Well, at least Stuart loves me, which is more than I can say about you.
All right. Children. Shall we start again?
Okay. Adam reneged on his promise for a deluxe wedding for 2, and I've been calling every hotel in a 50-mile radius, and there's nothing available.
Well, there's always Vegas.
I would go there. I would marry Stuart on an oil rig if I had to. But he deserves more. He deserves romance and poetry.
Well, what about Paris? Wasn't that plan B? You and Stuart elope in the city of love?
Oh, please, they treat their dogs better than they do their lovers. I mean, at least they're foreign lovers. And Versailles was already booked.
Mother, I told you, I don't think you have to worry.
Liza, you weren't there. He was vicious. You know how he gets. His eyes got all mean and squinty, and those dreadful teeth. I thought he was going to bite me.
Mother, no one bites you.
Well, thank you for being so supportive, and I love you for that. But remember what he did last time to me? All those historical figures at my surprise dinner?
All right, okay. I'm going to tell you, I had a talk with Adam last night. Very serious talk. And I wouldn't doubt that he's done a complete 180 on this wedding thing. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Hello. Scott! Scott, I haven't heard of your voice in such a long time. When are you coming home? The wedding? Well, that's kind of up to Adam. But that's what we're going to have a wedding. We're getting married, but we don't know when or where. Yeah. Okay. Whoops. Excuse me. No, well, I'm being invaded by a bunch of chairs. They're very pretty chairs. Excuse me. I'll have to call you back. Yeah. No, you're home. Right. Okay. Excuse me. I think maybe you got the wrong address. Whatever. I didn't order any. What is this stuff anyway? Your wedding. I hope you like it, Stuart. You got mad because, excuse me, because I wouldn't go to Dixie and try to get her to talk Junior into staying in Pine Valley. And so you said no wedding. Stuart, I didn't mean that. I was just venting. I apologize. I hope this makes it up to you. Well, it looks pretty. But that's really up to Marion. She may have other plans. Yes, of course. Well, however you decide to tie the knot, I hope you'll let me be part of that celebration. Did Marion put something in your coffee? That's what I know of. Well, then what happened? Why did you change your mind? Liza.
I made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Oh, Liza, you didn't.
Oh, I didn't tell him I was going to kill him. I told him that I would be very, very, very unhappy if it wasn't the most spectacular wedding this town ever saw.
Yeah, well, that only works if they love you, believe me, I know.
Oh, darling, Palmer loved you in his own twisted little way.
Palmer loves Palmer, and that's the last word I'm saying on the subject. So, where is this Fabu wedding gonna be held then?
I have no idea.
Well, whatever Adam dreams up is going to be spectacular. And soon.
Winter wedding. That's romantic. Snow on the ground, a nice fire in the fireplace, and somebody you can trust and respect to snuggle up with.
And it's February, which means that every time that time of year you get to go rushing off to the islands because it's your anniversary.
That sounds good. Oh, yeah, I can see you in one of them South Sea sarongs, Stuart, in
absolutely nothing but sunblock.
Yeah.
Oh, darling, how can I ever thank you?
Just be happy, Mom.
I mean, all this and a grandchild as well? We're going to have to think of something fabulous for the two of you to wear to the wedding.
Oh, there's time.
Oh, not if Adam keeps his promise. Oh, which reminds me, darling, my shower. How is that coming along?
Oh, well, it's going to be the most unforgettable shindig this town has ever seen.
You haven't done a thing about it, have you, Opal?
Of course I have made plans. You're one of my closest friends, and this is going to be the shower to end all showers.
Uh-huh. And where is this blowout going to be held?
Well, I figure the manor. That way we can all, let down our hair, relax.
And who's catering it?
Well, what's wrong with my cook? I mean, her pigs in the blanket make you want to lay down and die.
Pigs in the blanket? Oh, Opal, you haven't even thought about this once, have you? Admit it.
Oh, hot diggity hell. No, I have not. You're right, and I'm sorry. But I have been a little busy lately, what with my divorce and other things.
I'm sorry, darling. I'm being cruel and thoughtless. Of course, you have been going through a divorce. Please forgive me. Liza and I can work on the prenup bash.
No, a promise is a promise. Anyway, it'll be good for me. Planning your party would take my mind off the other thing. Hey, tell me, where is your telephone, honey?
Oh, it's right over there.
Oh, good. They got this red-hot new caterer here in town. I got his card.
Oh, Diego Del Marco?
Yeah, that's him. I figured we'd get kind of a Latin, Latino kind of thing going.
Oh, darling, you know me. You really do.
Well, I figure your last fling at freedom ought to be a little spicy.
I can't wait to get married, you know that. But a lady does have to have a final fling. Oh, that reminds me, darling, I think we should get a limo, a great big stretch limo so we can all run in and out when we're going around town and won't be afraid to lose our licenses. So why don't you ask Adrian to drive us? I'm sure he'll oblige you.
All right, just hold it a little red-hot minute there, Marion. I will throw the party for you, but there is no way that I am going to be asking my son to chauffeur a carload of marinated matrons around town. That's gone too far.
You're what? And the livestock, Mr. Chandler?
Yeah, out back. Adam, have you ever thought about not doing the bad stuff so you wouldn't have to apologize so much? Well, I'm working on it, Stuart. With a little luck, Liza will be in my corner very soon. Maybe we can avoid some of these misunderstandings. We understood each other just fine. You wanted what you wanted until you wanted something else, and that was Liza. I love that woman more than my life, Stuart. That's when the bad things happen, Adam, when you want something so much. Did she say something to you? She didn't have to. Well, she told me she loves me. And I asked her to marry me. What did she say? She said she needed more time to see if anything bad's gonna happen again. No bad things are gonna happen. None at all. That's it. I think you know when you're doing bad stuff. You just know that you just go ahead anyway. You just gamble. You take a chance. But have you noticed how often you lose? Yeah, well, I win sometimes, too. I still have you, don't I? I have Haley, Junior, even Marion. Yeah, well, Marion is going to be my wife, and Liza is her daughter. Does that mean I have to ask you for her hand in marriage? No. I just mean don't hurt her. I give you my word. What about Dixie? Is she still going back to Pigeon Hollow? Tad Martin's in the picture now. Oh, that makes me so happy. Yeah, there are worse stepfathers, I guess. Tad's a great father. Well, at this point, I'll put up with anything that'll keep Junior in Pine Valley. Yeah. So, Junior's here, Liza's happy, and I'm getting married. Yeah. So I must be doing something right. Yeah, maybe. When you're good, Adam, you're very, very good. But when you're bad, you tell me about it. Yeah.
Opal, I had no idea.
Well, I just, figured you knew, seeing as how you read The Intruder.
Mother?
Opal Gardner, bite your tongue. The old Marion Colby read The Intruder. The new Marion Chandler reads Art World.
That'll last a week.
I haven't read The Intruder for a month. I haven't had time. Otherwise, I would have seen you on the cover, darling. I am so sorry I wasn't there to give you tissues and hot toddies. Oh, sweetheart, will you ever forgive me?
Of course, of course.
Oh, you poor darling. Come on, go sit down right now. I bet Palmer went ballistic on you.
Are you kidding? It was Palmer's doing.
No.
But it all worked out in the end because Adrian got so angry that he kidnapped Palmer and forced him to sign the divorce agreement.
Well, that's really interesting. I would have thought that he would be filled with resentment. I mean, finding out that you were his mother and left him all those years ago. He's really taken your side, hasn't he?
Yeah, he did. I mean, this isn't to say that we're all the way home yet, but he is going to stick around town for the near future and get to know his mama.
Talk about having your world turned upside down.
Yeah, I'll say. Lucky for me, the woman that raised him right. 'Cause he is a good man. I mean, of course he was and still is angry, but he's trying to understand and give me a chance.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to work it out, Opal. You really, really will. I mean, look at me and Liza. Oh, I've done some terrible things to Liza.
Oh, I made mistakes of my own.
Yes, but, you know, we were at each other's throats, and now, look, I mean, miracles really do happen.
Sure was a miracle that I even found him again. Well, speaking of miracles, if we're going to get your shindig off the ground, I got to get on the horn, you know what I mean?
Okay, you run along, and listen, call me if you need to talk, you know, mother to mother.
I sure
Okay?
will, honey. Thanks.
Bye, darling, I'm so
Bye-bye.
sorry.
Oh,
Please forgive me for not being there.
of course. See you later, Tootsie.
Bye, darling.
Poor Opal.
Oh, Liza, I wish she'd called me. I mean, I know that you have a big loudmouth mother, you know, standing right here, but at least you know what's going on with me all the time.
I would never trade you for peace and quiet.
I think that sounds like a good thing. At least I'll accept it. do you think Adam is really going to come through here?
Yes.
Then I better call Stuart and tell him to cancel the VFW hall. I mean, they've got antlers on the walls. I mean, can you imagine?
Not for a wedding.
Oh, darling. I do love you so much.
Love you too.
And kisses, baby Colby. And thank you so much, Liza, really. I can't thank you enough.
Be happy. Mom? Coming. Oh, I didn't order.
Oh, yes, you did.
Stuart, darling, I've got wonderful news. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, isn't it wonderful?
What is it?
It's our wedding. Adam came through for us.
Oh, that was my news. Liza got to him.
Long live Liza!
The Marvel daughter.
Oh, yes. I wanted you so badly to have a romantic, beautiful wedding.
I wanted exactly the same for you, my darling.
Yeah, well, he did it. Here, come, see. Come.
Okay. Oh, well, I may stand tall in your eyes, Stuart, but I'm really very short, you know.
Yeah, I'll get the ladder.
Okay. Here, hold my coat.
Yeah, only Adam could come up with something this inspired.
Okay.
Wait till you see this.
Okay. Here I go.
Be careful.
Woo! Oh, this is really nice. Why don't we get a ladder like this for the house? Huh? Okay, here I go.
Okay, be careful.
All ready.
Careful.
Oh, Stuart! It's fabulous!
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord, look at the detail on this. Are those our initials down there?
You got it engraved.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
Stuart!
Marion?
Stop, Stuart!
Marion,
Stop!
It's okay.
Oh,
It's
stop.
Marion, Marion,
Help me!
Are you okay?
Help!
Is that for me?
If you like it.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Only the best for the matron of honor.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was over at the gallery, overseeing things. Stuart seems very happy. Marion, I think, will be pleased.
Oh, I told her there was a chance you might come around.
Oh, well, his love is in the air. Who am I to say nay?
So, is this the kinder, gentler version of Adam Chandler? Or do you have an ulterior motive?
Oh, no. I love my brother. I want him to be happy. It'd also be nice if the daughter of the bride was so overwhelmed by the sight of her beloved mother taking her vows that she might...
Drop her guard?
Oh, nothing so reckless. Just marry me.
You know, I think I'll take the honest Adam over the kinder, gentler version any day.
I'm glad you like it. Marion, are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Thanks to all these. Oh, boy. And to you for risking your life diving in here to save me.
I'll always save you, Marion.
Oh, Stuart. Thank you. Oh, Stuart. Oh, my. Oh, that's... Stuart, I've never felt anything like that.
Oh, you don't like it?
Oh, I do.
You like it.
I do. Oh, I can't wait for the honeymoon. Woo! Whoa, Stuart.
Yes, apple blossoms. I know they're out of season, but my brother loves apple blossoms. And Wait a minute. Winifred! That was an important call, Erica.
They're all important.
Winifred!
No, she's outside. She's out front with somebody from the aviary. Are you thinking of opening a zoo, Adam?
What do you want?
I want your undivided attention. Sit down. This is important.
I already gave to your charity.
I know. I'm here to return the favor. What do you know about Dr. David Hayward?
The man is a criminal and a sociopath. And when the police finally see through that platinum pedigree of his, they'll probably arrest him.
Is it true he tried to kill you?
Yes, he tried, but failed. At least his nerve failed.
When was this?
I was in the hospital after my mini stroke. He deliberately administered the wrong drug, enough to kill me, and then came flying into the last moment with the antidote.
Well, I was right about him.
Why all this sudden interest in Hayward?
Last night, a woman collapsed at my feet right in the Valiant parking lot. She was clutching her chest. She was gasping for breath. It looked like she was having a heart attack. And Dr. David Hayward was right there, but he didn't help. He walked away. And I'm trying to figure out why he would do that.
He walked away.
Yes.
That fits.
Well, fortunately, Joe Martin got this woman to the hospital. But you see, this is a lot like what happened to you. I mean, Hayward just pushed it right to the edge.
You know, most surgeons confuse themselves with God. Maybe he's just upping the ante.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I was Mrs. Bennett, I'd be on the phone to a lawyer. I mean, Vanessa Bennett could have died. Right?
Bennett? Did you say Vanessa Bennett?
Yes. Why, do you know her? She's tall, very attractive, well-bred.
Yes, we've met. But I don't know her nearly as well as Dr. Hayward does.
Stuart? Mama? Anybody here? Nobody home.
Nobody here but us packing peanuts.
I mean, you must be mistaken. The woman I met, I can't believe that.
They're one and the same.
But Hayward just looked right through her. I mean, the woman was collapsed on the ground. She was just writhing, and he walked away. He didn't help her.
That's what David Hayward is capable of. He's a monster.
But even to his own mother?
You don't believe me. Okay? Read this. I had him investigated when he came back to town.
Mother, Vanessa Bennett. That's it. Oh, my God. He really is a monster.
There's more. Keep reading.
Oh, it says that his father died when David was 12. Cause of death unknown.
Yes, that's the only thing my guy couldn't come up with. It wasn't even on the death certificate.
Well, that's odd, isn't it?
Yes, oh yes.
Well, it says, he went to junior high and high school, boarding school, college, medical school. I see. This was quite a privileged life. His mother's quite a socialite, I understand. Yes, look, all these clippings of her, going from one gala to another. Okay, so David's mom had him shipped off to boarding school so she could lead this very glamorous life here and abroad. Well, I understand that David would have issues with his mommy, but to leave her to die on the ground?
There's more between the lines than in them.
Oh, really? You care to theorize?
Not yet. But I mentioned his parents. I told him his mother must have been quite a lady. He went ballistic. He threatened me. He said, in no uncertain terms, that I should consider myself warned.
Oh, well, then we should start a club.
And now his mother has suddenly appeared in Pine Valley. What an unexpected twist of good fortune.
Adam, the woman collapsed.
Yes, well, that's a pity, but Providence still smiles on us. We can report him for refusing to treat a patient, for negligence, for dereliction of duty.
It's exactly what I did. I went to Joe Martin and reported him, and Joe Martin brought Hayward right into his office, and Dr. Hayward stood there and looked me in the eye and lied. He just claimed he had a page that he had to run off and answer.
He didn't have a cell phone?
He didn't have a page. The whole thing was a lie. But it was my word against his. So Joe had no choice but to just, let it ride.
His man is just slick enough to be dangerous.
Well, he thinks he is, anyhow. He followed me to my office, and that's when he warned me that I should, stay out of his business.
And what was your response?
Well, nobody manipulates me.
Not and lives to tell the tale, anyway. Well, what are we going to do about this man? How are we going to stop him before he hurts someone else?
We?
Of course we. You want to help me? You came to me, remember?
Well, now, Adam, are you holding a grudge against him?
Hell, yes.
Well, you certainly have every right to. I mean, the man tried to kill you. But you know what I think? I think you're holding more than a grudge, Adam. I think you're holding something back from me. What is it? Come on, tell me.
I tell you guys give new meaning to the words going postal.
Post office didn't send this. It was delivered.
We were just unpacking, darling, and I lost my footing and then...
Oh, okay. Don't share. What is all this stuff, anyway?
It's our wedding. Adam said it.
Look, darling, isn't it amazing?
Amazing is the word for it. Adam has certainly outdone himself.
Is there something wrong, Liza?
No, I don't like to think of myself as a hard-bitten skeptic, Stuart. It's just that when Adam is involved, I can't help but feel like I'm turning into one.
Oh, I don't blame you. But just look for yourself. He's really come through for us. Open some of these boxes.
Yes, I mean, Adam said he was going to come through for the wedding plans, darling, and so he is.
I know. He's made grand gestures before. I mean, He's rented halls and hired bands and caterers.
Well, don't remind me. I'm so accustomed to watching my back when Adam is in a room that my head practically spins around on my neck every time he comes into a room. But I really think, darling, that he's on the up and up this time. I mean, I really do.
Yeah, me too.
Well, let's pray.
Liza, are you keeping something back from us? Is something bothering you?
I told Adam that I would give him his answer, whether I was going to marry him or not, the night of your wedding. That was to ensure that all of this goes on without a hitch.
Oh, you poor darling. Oh, boy, you are in big trouble now, aren't you?
Because Adam loves you so much. Maybe more than you know.
That's why she's in big trouble, Stuart. Because you want to say yes. Don't you, Liza?
Says they came back to town. Hayward's been after Liza.
After her, you mean he's out to get her?
No, I mean he's buzzing around her. He's insinuated himself into the television station. He keeps giving her advice on her pregnancy. And the other day he looked me straight in the face and told me I would never marry Liza.
Do you want to marry Liza?
Oh, yes.
But you think that David Hayward is in love with Liza?
Love? Wolverines don't love.
Wolverines?
A wolverine is one of the few animals that kills just for the fun of it. And then they make sure that no other animal can feed off the carcass. That is David Hayward. The sooner we get rid of him, the better.
Gee, there's that pesky we again. What makes you think that I'm going to help you?
Because you will. You came to me. Remember?
Worry, it's bad for little Colby. Stuart and I are fine. As you can see, our wedding plans are in full swing.
Yeah. I don't think Adam's going to pull anything on us. I really don't think he wants to pull anything.
Well, I should go. Let you guys do some more unpacking.
We weren't supposed to be unpacking.
No, we weren't even supposed to be peeking.
That's when karma gave us a little oopsie daisy.
And we simply made the best of it, so to speak.
Happiness is, you got them all over. A packing peanut, Mama.
Liza,
What?
listen to me. You've still got time to think this thing through. I mean, if Adam really is the man for you, if he could really make you happy, you're not going to get an argument from me, because your happiness is the most important thing in the world.
Thanks, Mom. I gotta go. I love you.
I love you too.
Bye, Stuart.
My darling. Quick, Stuart. Let's get back in the box before we forget how lucky we are. Come on.
I didn't mean to chase you away.
You don't scare me, Adam. You should know that by now. I've simply spent more than enough time talking about David Hayward for one afternoon. I have better things to do.
Then I assume your curiosity is satisfied.
Well, that file you showed me was very enlightening. It really was. So, thank you.
And I'm glad I could help. But the question remains, are you going to help me?
Adam, I still think there's something you're not telling me. What does he have on you?
He doesn't know a thing.
About?
All I want is to get rid of this man before he hurts someone else, period. Now, are you going to help me or not?
Well, I'll keep you in mind if I hear anything. Goodbye, Adam.
You do that, Erica. But do it fast.
Adam? David?
There's something that I have to tell you.